So let's try this again. Hello and welcome to my stream. I don't want to be that person that is asking if the sound is on, but last time I went live, there was no sound. So I hope today it's working. So, welcome to another stream, another blogging related stream and session, work, class, work, call it whatever you want. Today I'm going to talk about search engine optimization for bloggers, for blogging. Well, not only, but I'm focusing a bit on the beginner bloggers. And let's talk about search engine optimization or SEO and what this is about. So, search engine optimization. Hello, George. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to talk about SEO. So once you start your blog, you need to be found by Google, right? By the number one search engine. And this is where SEO comes, which stands for search engine optimization, which means you need to make your website search engine friendly. Now, beginner bloggers, people that have no technical background, and that's okay, but they want to start a blog, they often get confused by what it is, how do I do SEO? So let's talk about it a bit. Now, um, before you start writing something, I highly recommend to do a keyword research. Maybe I'm going directly into the deep here, but keyword research is like the first thing that you need to be doing for your blog post. Keyword research is going to help you to create a nice title that is going to be attractive in a way that you're going to make people click on it, not as in clickbait, but make an interesting title that it's telling the users what it's about, and it's helping Google to find your article, right? So let's say I'm using the food blog here analogy because it's easier for everyone to understand. So let's say you have a food blog, related blog, and you write recipes. Now, let's say that you have a pasta dish recipe. Writing something like a wonderful pasta dish recipe, it's not going to help much. You have to think like a spaghetti recipe with tomato and basil, maybe, so then you are writing what kind of pasta it is and what ingredients you're going to use. So someone that is searching, there's no one searching for a wonderful pasta recipe. People are often searching for spaghetti recipe or tomato sauce recipe. Then your article have more chances to appear on search engine, on Google, right, on the first page. Now, one technical thing that you should be doing when you start your blog is connecting to Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Now it gets a bit tricky here because it takes some clicks here and there, but there are plugins that can help you do that. Both are free, and what you need is a Google account. So once you create Google Analytics, then you can connect it to your WordPress, and there are plugins. If you search for plugin Google Analytics, then you can easily connect it, and all you need is your ID. If you need help about that, if you don't know how to do it, let me know in the comments, and I will create a video just for that. I just want to know in which level you are. Then the Google Search Console is helping you. It's giving you insights of how healthy your website is, and it's actually giving you what keywords, some insights of keywords that people are searching, that your website appears on the search results. So you get to see, is the keywords that people are searching relevant to what I'm writing about? Then yes, then you're on the right track. Now, the keyword research, there are also some tools that you can use. And Google gives you everything right nowadays. It has all the tools for everything. It has, if you search for something that is called Google Keyword Planner, then you end up in Google's keyword tool, and it's for free as well. And it is a great tool because it takes data from all the advertisement, all the paid ads that people are using, to promote their websites, and it has a huge database of keyword searches. So if you write like pasta recipe or spaghetti recipe, it's going to give you how many people are searching for that, how many relevant keywords exist, like similar ideas, suggestions, derivatives, synonyms. So then you can create your title better. And when I say title, I mean your blog post article, like title, which on WordPress, it is also the title tag, which is the first thing that Google is reading on your blog post. So that is the most important thing. So if you're a beginner, let me just say that if you're a beginner and you don't know much, you need to do SEO on your title, at least to begin with, because that is the first thing that Google reads. And that is very important. You need to be found by your title. And then, of course, in the text, you have the headings and you have the images. And let me know if I am confusing you already or if I'm overwhelming you. But SEO can be overwhelming, but it's very important. So, what I'm telling you right now, it's pretty much basic stuff. George, if you have anything to say, I know that you're good with those things as well. If I'm forgetting something, go ahead and let me know. But do you agree that title is like the most important thing? I mean, that's what I believe. And before, I would say you do the keyword research before you write your title, because usually we have an idea, we start writing the article and we put the title and we publish the blog, and we say, why don't people find my article? What's wrong? What's going on? And yes, you have an idea for me, says George. The title is the most important thing. Yes. So yes, what I was saying is that you write the article and you put the title, but if you haven't searched, if you haven't done a keyword research, you might end up with a mediocre title that is not. You might have written a fantastic article, but the title is not very searchable or attractive. uh, there are many factors. Yes, George says that there are many factors. Is the title, is the headings, is the image, is the backlinks, is internal linking, is the alt text on the images, the actual image on the file, and don't start talking about hosting. Yes, it's a free plugin called Rank Math SEO. Yes, I recently discovered it. So it is a free plugin for WordPress. It's called Rank Math SEO. If you are familiar with the Yoast SEO plugin, it is something similar, but many say nowadays that the rank math is better. Yoast is good, but it has become like all the good services, all the good function it has, they are premium, everything is locked. But yes, if you install it, you have your article, right? You write where you have your text, and then underneath you have a field where you can write your keyword, your focus keyword. And what it does, it does a search on its database, and it gives you some uh, it gives you like a grade. It's grading, how it's a grade, the right word. It gives you like on the 100, how many points have you reached on your article about that keyword that you want to use. And you decide, yes, it will tell you in plain English what you need to fix. It gives you suggestions that, okay, you need to include your title, your keyword on your title. You haven't included on your headings. There are not enough instances in your text with your keyword. And score, yes, score was the word I was giving. It gives you a score on 100, how many points you get. But I would like to say something here, because I don't want you to write robotic text. I don't want you to just keep repeating the keyword just because Rank Math SEO tells you to do it. Sorry. Because Google is smart enough to understand synonyms. So try to write, natural text. Of course, include the keyword, but try to use synonyms, not repeat the word so many times. And there is also like a theory or a strategy about density, keyword density, like how many times in what percentage of the keyword should be included in a text of X size. I disagree with that because I don't want you to just keep repeating the keyword just for the sake of repeating it for SEO. The text needs to be natural in flow. So don't include it 4 times if it sounds too much. 2 times is enough. Right? I mean, we can spot right now when the text is too much optimized. You don't want the text itself to be too much optimized. You need the text, it needs to be user friendly and user optimized. The title can have some more optimization. It's okay to have the keyword on the title. And the headings also can be used in a smart way. Like you write the text, but the headings, the H1 or H2 up to H6 can have the keyword. So what I wanted to say about the rank math, it's sometimes it gives you like an X, like a red mark that you don't include it on your title, even though you have the title, the keyword, but maybe not the word exactly next to each other. Maybe you're using a particle in between, like or an article, like grammatic speaking here. But that's okay. I don't follow it exactly to the letter. Yes, Google is smart. It will consider it keyword stuffing, says George, if it doesn't make sense. Google has a brain. Yes, it has a brain nowadays. So use Rank Math SEO as a tool to give you, to assist you in doing SEO optimization on your article, but don't follow it to the letter just to reach the 100 points. If you do it too much to make the plugin happy, you might not make Google happy. And what we want is to make Google and the users that are going to read your article happy. Yes, just aim for as high as possible and see what suggestion it tells you. And if you feel like, if I do that, it won't sound very good, then don't do it. But of course, include your keyword or key phrase on the title, include your keywords or key phrases on the headings. And if you use images, if you use pictures in your article, don't forget the alternative text, the alt text. WordPress has a function. It gives you, if you click on it to edit it, you have the alt text field. Write a descriptive, like what this picture is about. And also the file of the image. If the file of the image, I will get to the comments in a second. Sometimes we take a picture, with the camera, and then that file gets named IMG and 12345, whatever. Try to rename that file. If it's a pasta dish picture that you have taken with your own camera, rename that to a spaghetti dish, like spaghetti with tomato sauce. That also helps. Let's see now what George says here. Yes, without losing quality, right? I aim for as high as possible without losing quality. And if your pasta recipe is good and people come and read it, Google will notice slowly but surely. Exactly. If the text, if the text is good enough and you're giving value to the users, Google is going to reward you. Rank Math does alt text automatically if you're lazy. It does, like from the text. I haven't seen that because whenever I put an image, I actually go directly to the alt text. But yeah, that's a bonus then. Advanced plugin. So if you are a beginner, to not overwhelm yourself, start. Before writing something, it's important to do a keyword research. And if you have an idea and you don't know what to write about, take this idea and go to Google. Just go to Google. And once you start writing something, you get what Google suggests. And what Google suggests is based on what people are searching for. So if you start writing a pasta recipe, you will get some suggestions. Definitely pasta recipe, like vegan pasta recipe with mushrooms, with tomatoes, tomatoes with pesto. I mean, I don't know, now I'm guessing, but you have seen when you're searching for whatever you're searching that Google is giving you suggestions. Do that. Another tool by Google that can give you like some insights is Google Trends, because if you put your keyword or whatever you want to search for, it gives you what people have been searching about that subject in a period of time. You can narrow it down to country and to like a time period for the past 12 months, for the past month, and it can give you some also related subjects, so you get to see how many people have been searching for whatever you want to write about. um, Now that what you're writing here, George, is a bit technical, you can do something like a pattern example: site title, SEO, SEP, or file name. So it will say my site, whatever file. Oh yes. Oh yeah, yeah. You put like a formula on the field that it will take automatically. Yes, that is smart. Yes. But the file name is also important. As I said, try if you have like a file name of numbers of the picture. Now we're talking about the images, sorry. Whatever, or DC, whatever numbers, rename it to. If it's flowers, rename it like a bouquet of roses. Or if it's food related, if it's a picture of spaghetti, name the spaghetti the dot jpg or whatever it is. If it's tomatoes, tomatoes dot jpg. So then Google will understand what this picture is about. It has become smarter, and Google can read the images nowadays, but like read, see what they are about. But it is helping you. And yes, we're not going to talk about SEO has so many different things. And if I start talking about everything right now, we will need like 4 hours maybe of live stream, and we will not be done. So I'm going to stick to just keyword research and optimize the on page optimization. And the Rank Math SEO plugin is very important. Many times I see bloggers that they say they don't know what to write about, but let's say they have a mommy blog or a lifestyle blog. Try and find your competitors. Don't imitate them, don't copy them, but go and find inspiration. Maybe some lifestyle blogs, they have like the outfit of the day. Do something similar but with your own style. Find a recipe that you have never done yourself, but you saw it on a competitors, let's say competitors, but in someone else's blog, and put your own twist on it, your own flavor. And do do the keyword research. Don't copy paste like the title. If you're using your brand name, it gives your own angle to the title, and you put your own brand name to that, so you don't seem that you're copy pasting. But get inspiration by others, but don't imitate. Just try and make it your own some way. It's not easy in the beginning. I know it's not easy. It takes hard work, but I've been there. I'm still there. I'm also struggling every day because I'm writing on my blog, and you can find it clickvoyagers.com. And it is, even though I know not everything, I know a lot about SEO. Sometimes I find myself doing mistakes. We all make mistakes, and that's fine. But uh, for the actual text, we have to keep in mind that what we're writing has to be easily understood by our viewers, by our readers, because those are the ones that we want to give value. But we need to give a boost so that Google can push our article up. And let's talk about rankings briefly. If you are a new blogger and you had done everything perfectly, your title, your headings, text, the images, everything is perfect, don't expect to be number one instantly. It takes time for Google to read your blog and to rank your blog. And there are so many more factors that can help you, like backlinks and internal linking, but we're not going to talk about it yet. But let me know in the comments if it's something that you want to know more. We can do it on a next upcoming session. But it takes patience. It's something that takes patience. And in the beginning, I said, install Google Analytics and the Google Search Console. Both those, they give you statistics and insights about how your website behaves on Google and how Google reads it and how people are finding you and what pages are more popular. But it's not easy in the beginning, but try to not obsess. I know I'm guilty. I'm doing it. Sometimes I go many times in a day and see my statistics, but don't do it. I'm trying to say also to myself, do not do it because there's no point. Don't obsess about it, but of course, check it. The best way is to check it once a week. But when we're beginners in the beginning, we have to check it every day, if not every hour. But once a week, after a while, when you have calmed down a bit, it's a good frequency to see what's going on, and then you can see what articles work better than others, and then that can give you inspiration. Okay, this article works best. Maybe try to write similar like those things. See what makes people attracted to that article, and try to replicate it in your own blog. And I know we're talking about Google a lot. Before I finish today's live stream, I want to say something about Bing as well, because a few years ago, actually, I was working a lot with SEO. I had customers, and I was helping them to optimize their pages because they were not appearing on Google at all, and I was doing that professionally. So everyone is focusing on Google, but at the time, I was interested. And I was like, okay, how about Bing? What's going on with Bing? And it has also similar tools, and it has also a web masters tools, it was called back then, for Bing, and it was also giving some insights. And however, I'm starting to think, I mean, even if it has I don't know how much percentage of the search market has. Is it like 5% Bing and 95 Google? I won't be surprised, or depending the region. But I remember back then, I think they were trying to promote it a lot. And I don't know if it could be a bit embarrassing, but I will say it anyway. So many years ago, I don't know if you know the TV series Vampire Diaries. Yes, I was watching it, and it was the first season, and probably they have made some sort of deal with Microsoft and Bing, because we all say nowadays, okay, I'm going to Google this. Oh, let's Google that. Okay, what's that? Okay, I'm going to Google it. But in that TV show, they were saying, I will Bing it, and say, oh, I Binged that, because they were searching something online. And it was actually showing, the camera was showing how they were on Bing and searching and using that. So I don't know what kind of agreement they had back then, but it was actually made me curious. And I was using that. I was trying to test it. But here in Europe, I have to say, maybe Bing cannot work. Maybe in US it's better. It gives more related results depending on if you think of local SEO. I don't know, but here it never got. Here we are Google people. um let's see now what George has a story. You can tell you my story. I used to write general articles about websites, why you need a website and stuff like that. Not many people cared. Then someone asked for a DV tutorial, and I got more and more traffic, so I just kept doing DV tutorials. Exactly, and I have been telling you that. All I'm saying is you need to look at traffic and decide if what you're doing is correct. Exactly. So you might write about something, but you're not attracting a lot of traffic. So try and find a niche, narrow it down. This is another term. I hope I'm not like I'm going to overwhelm you now. It's called long tail keyword. Is that long tail keyword, which is start adding words on your keyword, which is going to be a key phrase, to narrow it down. Like it's not anymore pasta recipe, it is spaghetti recipe with tomatoes and basil and cheese and mushrooms. That's it. Yes, long tail keywords. So narrow it down, because DV tutorial, it is about websites, but generic stuff about website, as George said, didn't work very well. But once you narrowed down, you found the group of people that were in need of such a tutorial, and you get a lot of traffic. You should be doing more tutorials. That I've told you this. My grandma's pasta recipe. Yeah, but I would add some ingredients. Pasta recipe with what inside? That is what is going to make a difference on Google, because there are many pasta recipes. But put some ingredients on your title, and then Google is going to boost you a bit, and it's going to show your article for people that are searching for that specific pasta dish. I don't think I should talk. Yes. Thank you for agreeing, George. I don't think I should say more about this, because if you are a beginner, if you are a newbie like I was, you might already be confused and overwhelmed. And as usual, please let me know what questions you have, and if you have a specific question, I will try to make a video just for you. And I'm thinking of doing those live streams. I think the schedule I'm building for now is like doing Sunday nights scheduling, live streams, and maybe once more a week. I will let you know, but I think I'm going to keep the Sunday night. It is night here in Sweden, and it is 9:25 p.m. and it's time to start closing down all the computers and getting ready for bed. Thank you for participating in this. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments if you are watching the replay. George, as always, thank you so much for coming in. And we will do more lives together as well. And have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.